clickbait headlines all over the place in the Sacramento real estate market. Not only Sacramento, California, and the country. Real estate clickbait headlines everywhere. Let's talk about what's really going on in the Sacramento market. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor, and the market is pretty wild right now. This is your monthly update for the end of May, beginning of June 2021. So as we're kind of transitioning spring into summer, kind of in the middle of spring right now. And the market is pretty wild. Prices are going up and up and up. There's pretty substantial amount of multiple offers on nearly every property. Most properties are selling pretty well over the list price. But it's not only that, it's the terms that the buyers are writing the offers for is pretty wild as well. So let's talk about the stats for the Sacramento area. These are the stats for April. So this is kind of reflective of what was going on in the market in sort of March-ish. And then we'll talk about what's going on right now, all right? So let's talk about the April stats. Okay, listings published during the month of April. So these are new listings that came on the market. There was about 1,900 new listings that came on during the month of April. That's about 50 more than what came on in March. So more came on in April than March. That's to be expected. And it was actually 30% more than this time last year. We're going to have some weird data because April was kind of the first full month of COVID stuff going on in 2020. So we're going to have some wonky numbers there. That's one example of that being kind of weird, okay? But as of right now, if you look at the inventory of what's available, there's basically about 1,000 houses available right now. Good news is that's actually more than what was available this time last month. Almost 10% higher, but yet it's still 45% lower than this time last year. Okay, so not a lot of houses available. Good news is a bit more are coming on the market. However, the pending sales, close to 2,000 pendings right now, 1,960 pendings. That is up 6% from last month. So we've got a little bit more on the market, but we've got a lot more getting gobbled up and going into pending status really fast. I usually always skip over this, but REO sales, those are foreclosure sales, short sales. Those are what are called distressed sales. You can see there that it's less than 0.5% of our market. So any headlines you're seeing is talking about like foreclosures, freakouts, or short sales, or waves of all this and that. Definitely not any type of current factor in the market at the moment right now. Less than 0.5% in our entire market, okay? Now, number of closed escrows, 1,540 for the month of April. That is up almost 20% from March. So we had a huge jump in the number of sales in April. I expect that number to continue to increase as we get the May and June stats as we move forward. And that is up almost double, 50%, 52% more than this time last year. Once again, wonky stats because of COVID hitting around this time last year. We've got less than a month worth of inventory, 0.7 months worth of inventory. So basically if no new homes came on the market, we'd sell out of houses in less than a month. That is extremely low, heavily favoring sellers in this market right now. And the median price, almost $490. We're at $489,500. That's up 1.8% from a month ago, and that is up 22% from this time last year. So the median sales price in Sacramento is edging up, getting very close to $500,000. For the state of California, I think we just bumped up over $800,000. So we've seen pretty significant increases in prices from basically the last 7-8 months kind of thing is what's been going on. So we're talking about kind of terms. It's not just the amount of offers that are getting put out there or how high they're going over the list price. It's the terms. Most buyers right now, if you're getting your offer accepted, you're usually doing one of a few things, if not all of them. Typically, you're removing your appraisal contingency or at least saying you're going to make up some sort of difference. So let's say, for example, you offer $500,000 on a house and it appraises for $480,000. Well, you remove your appraisal contingency. You're basically saying, I'm going to bring an extra $20,000 seller and I'm still going to buy it at $500,000 even though it appraised at $480,000. We have a lot of appraisal issues right now because the market's going up. It's hard to appraise a property at what the market's wanting to pay because all of the comps are from a month, 2-3 months ago when the market was slightly lower. So we've got buyers that are removing appraisal contingency. Some of them are even removing inspection contingencies. They're basically just saying, I'm buying it as is. I looked at it. It looks good to me. Of course, there's going to be some little things here and there in the property. I don't care. We'll take it. Or even removing their loan contingency, removing all their contingencies. Just saying, look, I'm dialed in on my loan. I feel good about it. I'm going to make up a difference if it doesn't appraise. And we're taking this property as is. I mean, these are some of the terms that we're seeing. It's not just about that price. It's the terms that are out there that's making it pretty wild as well, too. So strap it on your boots and get ready for battle. If you are a buyer out there, be prepared to be kind of dealing with some of those things and be ready to remove contingencies in your offer because it's what it takes to compete right now. And sellers are just kind of getting blown away by this, and they're just saying, whoa, sellers are getting blown away by this, and they're just going to say, wow, okay, well, if this is what they're offering, we'll deal with it. We'll take it. We'll go with it. So that's what's going on in the market right now. Good news is, historically, we usually have a 30% increase in inventory from winter to spring. So just be patient. We should be having more inventory coming. I've got a number of listings that are coming on the market pretty soon here. Yes, they're getting gobbled up really fast, but more is coming slowly. Not so much that it's going to cause some type of major shift in the market, but at least alleviate a little bit for the buyers that are really struggling right now to get their offers accepted, or just there's not much to pick from, those types of things. Historically, more inventory coming at this time of year, okay? Especially with vaccines rolling out and everything else that's going on. We're opening up more and more. People are getting more comfortable with things. We're seeing more inventory coming on, okay? So that's what's going on in the market right now. If you're thinking about buying or selling, check out my website, realestatewithdoug.com. Would look forward to talking to you. Reach out to me, call, text, email. We can sit down and talk about how we can get you top dollar with the greatest terms. There's some good strategy to go about that. And then if you're a buyer, I can get you dialed in with my lender, and we can get you in a position that you can compete and win and get your offer accepted. Even though it's challenging right now, it can be done. I've got some strategies for it. So hope everyone's doing well. I look forward to talking to you soon, and clear skies.